The final cut is a masterpiece, but the first draft is a war zone. This is between the frames. Most TV shows will tell you a character is stressed. They'll show them sighing, maybe running a hand through their hair. But the FX series The Bear does something radically different. It doesn't just show you stress, it weaponizes its editing to inject it directly into your nervous system. It makes you feel the heat, the pressure, the relentless, ticking clock of a high-end kitchen. This isn't just telling a story about anxiety. This is a masterclass in turning post-production into a full-body experience. So, how do they do it? Let's break down the recipe. The first key ingredient is the camera work and the cuts. In most shows, a whip pan is a stylish, maybe even cheesy, way to transition between scenes or characters. In The Bear, it's a visual shout. The camera doesn't glide, it snaps. It ricochets from one station to the next, from a boiling pot to a frantic plating, mimicking the hypervigilant scanning of a head chef during a chaotic service. Your attention is forcibly jerked around the kitchen, never allowed to rest. You're not just watching the chaos, you're a part of it, trying to keep up. Then, they combine these frantic movements with suffocatingly tight close-ups. We are not talking about a standard medium shot. We are talking about extreme close-ups on hands, on knuckles gripping a knife, on sweat beading on a forehead, on a single drop of sauce hitting a plate. This creates an intense tunnel vision effect. Look at a calm scene, maybe Kami prepping before service. The cuts are longer, the framing is wider, allowing you to breathe. Now, compare that to a yes, chef, rush sequence. The edits are machine gun rapid. Close up on a ticket, whip pan to sizzling steak, snap to a screaming line cook, tight shot on a timer counting down. You're trapped in this claustrophobic visual space, feeling the pressure build with every single cut. It's the visual equivalent of your heart rate spiking. But the visual assault is only half of the recipe. The other, equally crucial ingredient is the sound design. The editors of The Bear are masters of auditory chaos. In a typical scene, dialogue is king. It sits cleanly on top of the audio mix. But here, dialogue is just one layer in a dense, stressful soundscape. A crucial line of communication from Sydney to Kami might be buried under the clang of falling pans, the aggressive hiss of a hot grill, the incessant beeping of timers, and the overlapping shouts of the entire kitchen staff. You, the viewer, are forced to lean in, to strain to hear what's being said, just like the characters have to. You share their cognitive load, their struggle to maintain focus amidst a sensory overload. It is an incredibly effective way to build tension without a single character needing to say I'm stressed. And just when you think you can't take any more, they hit you with the auditory whiplash, silence. Suddenly, we cut to Kami in the walk-in freezer. The cacophony of the kitchen vanishes, replaced by a stark, almost deafening quiet. The only sound is the low hum of the freezer and his own ragged breathing. This sudden absence of noise is more powerful than any music cue. It's a moment of release, both for the character and for us. It gives us a window into their headspace, a brief respite where they can process, regroup, or spiral. This contrast between overwhelming noise and absolute silence is the show's secret weapon for manipulating the emotional rhythm. It's not just relief, it's a tool for introspection, allowing us to experience the character's internal state as they retreat from the external battleground. This combination of techniques elevates the editing from a simple tool to a primary mode of storytelling. This style isn't just about creating atmosphere, it's about creating a subjective reality. The editing puts you directly inside Kami's head, a place riddled with anxiety, perfectionism, and unresolved trauma. Through his eyes, a new ticket printing isn't just an order, it's a new crisis. A dropped spoon doesn't just make a noise, it sounds like a gunshot, a catastrophic failure. The show's editing language visualizes what it feels like to have an anxiety disorder, where every minor detail is magnified into a potential disaster. We are not just watching Kami navigate the pressure, we are feeling his hypersensitive perception of the world. It's a powerful demonstration of how form can perfectly mirror a character's internal state. Ultimately, what The Bear proves so brilliantly is that editing can be the most compelling and powerful actor in a scene. It's more than just assembling shots, it's a performance in itself. By meticulously orchestrating visual and auditory chaos, the show's creators forge a new cinematic language for stress, one that is far more visceral and affecting than any line of dialogue could ever be. It is a testament to the idea that how you tell the story is just as important as the story itself. It's a masterclass in making form follow feeling, turning a television show into an experience that you don't just watch, but survive. If you enjoyed this breakdown of how technical craft creates emotional impact, Make sure to subscribe to Between the Frames for more. Thanks for watching.